Did you guys get the Thanksgiving 4K? Yeah, I'm behind. Here's my thinking lately with like physical media. And don't get me wrong, I freaking love. I was talking about physical media today and how great it is because I was watching something. I was streaming something on TV downstairs, and sure enough, boom, no internet. It literally said that like 3 times. I think this was during my lunchtime. Like 3 times it said no internet, and I was like, they own me. If I even buy something on digital, they own it because if I lose internet, I don't own it. They do. I give them money for it, but they own it. So it's nice to be able to reach over here and grab like Sweet 16 or something like that. Ooh, that looks nice on that 1080p. You know, if Snake Plissken gets pissed off and makes us go back to the dark ages, um, as long as he doesn't cut my power, of course, then I have Sweet 16 and I can watch it whenever I want. So yeah, it's nice. Are you guys noticing if physical media is it going up in price? Have you noticed that yet? Because I haven't really been. I mean, because Best Buy doesn't have physical media anymore, and every time I go by the Walmart physical media section, it's pretty rough. So it's rare that you go out to a place and the shelves are just adorned with hundreds and hundreds of physical media titles. Those days are gone, and it's almost a little depressing if you do go to a place that has physical media now. So I kind of, unless I'm looking it up online or catching a video pop up in my feed, I don't really know what things cost anymore. Unless I'm like actively seeking it out and I want to buy it. But like here's an example. Like digital is trying to force my hand. Maybe that'll be the title of this clip. Is digital forcing your hand? Because I will literally be thinking, I want to buy. Here's an example. I think I want to go buy Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm looking. I want to buy that, and then all of a sudden, before I can even get my last word out of my sentence, Disney Plus like knocks on my window and says, "Hey, we got it. It's you already subscribe to us. We got it. You don't have to go buy it." And I'm like, "What? You already got Deadpool and Wolverine? I don't have to go buy it?" No, you don't have to spend $54 to buy the new. We got it right. It's right here. It's right here. All you got to do is click this button right down here, and boom, you can watch it right now. Or you can order it and wait 3 days for it to come in. And it's they're own, they're seducing us. That's what they're doing. Even if we try to be the good guy and say, I'm going to fold my arms and I'm physical media all the way. They twist your arm and they stick it behind your back and then they entice you. They hold that carrot out in front of you. And that's why I still haven't bought Deadpool and Wolverine, because you know what? I already watched it. It was on Disney Plus, and the mind's a funny thing. You think the mind's going to tell you one thing, and then after you've watched the thing, then the mind tells you, "Oh, never mind," and that's what happened. That's what happened. So I don't know. I meant to do the right thing, but I didn't. I still haven't bought Deadpool and Wolverine. I just keep buying everything I know I want to own. I do not like the forced digital option. Forced is a strong word because you have the option to unsubscribe to streaming services. You have the option to say, you know what, instead of streaming this deep cut title, I think I'll buy it. And you know what? To I guess go on Dean Renner's side of things, I just watched this movie, The Prey from 1983. I watched it on Tubi. God, I love Tubi, guys. Man, that talk about seduction, which is a great movie that's on Tubi. But Tubi is seducing me on a daily basis. They whisper in my ear when I'm asleep, and I can't get enough of it. They have so many movies that I've never seen, that I've never heard, that are horror deep cuts. And this movie, The Prey, popped up and from 1983. It's a camp slasher, backwoods slasher type movie. Have any of you guys heard of this movie? I'd never heard of it. Outside of however many movies that have the word prey in them. But right away, it kind of caught my attention, camp slasher. And then I watched the movie. I loved it. I loved it. It has all those tropes that we see in those early 80s slasher movies, camp slashers, but it had something a little unique about, to itself, something a little different than everything else. And again, it came out in 83, but I always like, do you guys do this when you watch a movie, like an old movie that you don't know much about? After you finish it, you're kind of curious to go on to like IMDb or Wikipedia and learn more about the movie. I'm like that. For some reason, I really love learning about the movies that I watch, especially if I really like them, and especially if they're like really like older type movies and there's very little known about the movie. I can't get enough. I want to learn. I want to find out more. And so yeah, I go to IMDb and I look up some information and I find out that this movie, The Prey, was actually filmed, completed in 1979. But they didn't release it until like 83, 4 years later. Yeah, so yeah, really cool. And I'm gonna review this movie after I watched it. Certain movies that were like immediately, I'm like, yep, I'm reviewing that. I get there because I want to talk about it. It's there's an Arrow video, there's an Arrow Blu-ray, sorry, of the movie The Prey. It's not Prey, it's The Prey, 83. Look it up. And it's like $22 on Amazon, so I think I'm gonna buy it. In that case, I'm gonna buy it because I want that in my collection, right? I'm at the stage now where I don't need to own everything, even that I'm like really into. If it's I find that if it's like an older horror movie, then I'd like to own it if I really like it. If it's the newer stuff, like I haven't even bought Thanksgiving yet. I didn't buy it in Blu-ray, and I didn't buy the 4K yet. Will I buy the 4K down the line? Probably, but I'm in no hurry because everything's so readily available and at your fingertips these days, and they seduce you. That's what they do. Even if you tell yourself in your head, no, I'm definitely going to support physical media and I'm going to go buy it. And I don't, I don't know why. I just don't, because I do know why. I've watched the movie.